Okay, back for more CK3. I don't know when I last streamed Naxos. Probably would have been like 3, maybe even 4 days ago. But that's not to say I haven't been playing CK3. I played an entire off-stream campaign over my 2 days off, starting as and this was the 9th century start, as Leon here, Norse, yeah, pagan, unreformed Norse OPM here. And I learnt quite a lot during that. But perhaps the most important lesson that I learnt was that as soon as you become all powerful and empire ranked, the game really loses a lot of steam. So when I was looking back at, well, when I say lose a lot of steam, I mean like, wow, I'm super powerful, the only thing that can really pose a threat is Crusades. What do I do now? I don't want to end up in that situation because after feeling out the game, it doesn't seem too hard to become incredibly powerful, even without using cheese like kidnapping all the way. So when I looked back at how Naxos was going, I had to think, okay, maybe I should have some kind of actual goal so that I don't just stop when I inherit these, inherit these kingdoms and go, okay, what do I even do now? So I thought about what I want to do, and I should share that as well. We're all under the glorious Byzantine Empire. I think I will continue to serve the Byzantine Empire. I really enjoy the dynamic between subject and liege. So I don't want to get rid of that by becoming the Byzantine Empire or having an empire myself. So it's fine to have that, although I will probably bully the Byzantine Emperor quite a lot. I mean, we've already modified our contract quite nicely. We barely pay any taxes. We're always allowed to declare war, even though he was trying to pass some crown authority on us. We've coinage rights as well. There are more things that I want, but I'm going to need a hook to get everything that I'm after here. So I want to be the Byzantine subject. I want to have all these duchies be my duchies within Byzantium, but outside of Byzantium, I wish to foster my dynasty in their own duchies and preferably kingdoms, because I was really trying to figure out renown. I was like, why do I only have one king and two counts when I have duchy here? It doesn't count those that are within your own realm. Dynasty gain for renown the following. Rulers will not generate renown should they have any liege of the same dynasty. So originally I thought, yes, you should plant your family as your subjects. No, that just makes them hate you because they have claims. So your family should be sent far and wide so you can have them as allies and get the renown. That's what I think I've figured out, but I could still well be wrong. Doesn't matter though. There's also the fact that Europe is looking a bit of a shambles here. Muwaladi is taking over in the HRE. I can't believe that they've actually managed to press that down on a provincial level throughout all of Germany. That's just not right. Yes, this is obviously Germany in my head. And that needs to be rectified. So I think we'll set up our own... Well, we'll maintain ourselves as a kingdom around here. Kingdom of Naxos. I want to do de jure spread, right? I just noticed it when I was poking at the save, but the Kingdom of Hellas is actually de jure spreading over to Naxos. So it would be nice if most of this was de jure Naxos. I'd settle for this, but if I'm wanting to do the Byzantine Empire, I should keep it going over here. And then I prevent my own subjects from declaring war, because I have absolute crown authority, and I just have this wall here that cannot be passed, as I try to repair Europe and put it under my house. Unfortunately, the house will still show up as Phocas here, because of the Byzantine Empire being of a different dynasty, but it should stay that way, because otherwise they would end up taking away the dynasty head for me. Then again, if I let somebody else have an empire here, would they take away dynasty head? I don't know. Let's see. Current holder. Title holder is who owns the title. Yeah, I get that, but who is the dynasty head? For that, I should go to Dynasty Naxos. Dynasty head wields certain unique powers, yes. How is it chosen? I don't know. Doesn't want to say. Maybe it will never say. Okay, so with that as the goal in mind, it's time to go about it. We are newly spawned here as Despot Ilko. He's already 26, but that's hopefully still having a long life ahead of us. A long life that involves spawning some male heirs. I have a backup male heir, Dragon Zord, again. Actually, we should get renaming these. Dragon Zord did a great job, but I don't think we're ready for round 2 of him. So first off, we're going to rename our children. So glad there's a mod for this. I mean, it really blows that you can't name your grandchildren by default anyway. Right, we'll have Twink, Fox, Asher. I always go with the Patreon names for things like these, even though some of them are, yeah. Eugenia, I actually think that's a pretty good name, but let's get you renamed anyway. Gotta have some attachment to these ones. Ah! Yeah, let's have Bjarker Jr., our Timber Fox from RimWorld, and the Bastard, who, if our fat wife can't actually sire us any more heirs, is going to be our backup plan. It's a little tempting to invite you to my court and legitimize you, but nonetheless, let's get you renamed to... Ah! The little bastard will be Borm. There we go. Right, what's there to say? We're currently at war. I just wanted to expand this for good old Shalui. Shalui hates our guts. I doubt this is going to change much of him hating our guts, but regardless, we enforce our demands. I get a weak hook on Shalui. I might use that to alter his contract further, but he's already really angry with me. And a bit of extra fame wouldn't go amiss because I'm only established, and that's not good at all. We need to become a bigger and better individual. So let's enforce that. Kashunk. Are you actually happier because I pressed your claim? Oh, you're a bit happy. Pressed my claim plus 50. But you really want that seat in the council. You're not very good, so I'm not willing to give up any of my extremely well-versed council positions just for you. My spouse is busy ruling a kingdom, so she's not able to help me out there. So it'd be pretty good if she died, and I could have a better, far more slender spouse. We shall consider that. I also consider the fact that your duchy is way too big, but at least now it includes the whole shebang. What will I use that hook for? It's not going to last forever, will it? It only lasts until 52. I could actually ally Shalui. Wait, what the hell? Minus 20,561. He does not want an alliance, but I will get an alliance using that hook to stop him from rising up against me, because he's fairly powerful as my subjects go, and I don't want that. Do not want him going against me whatsoever. It looks like I need to use the hook for this anyway. So if we have Shalui on our side, that's going to stop him from rising up against us. And we don't need to worry about his opinion at all, because unless he tries to kill us, we should be fine. Right, what else is there to sort out for us? Well, lifestyle. We are terrific at diplomacy, and we will really easily fly our way through these. However, although I want to come back to diplomacy, I don't want to do it just yet. I really want to get... which one is it? Yes, here we go. Each friend gives 2 random skill points, and each child gives 1 skill point. Sounds like I can make Ilko here into an incredibly good individual, despite the fact he didn't inherit genius. But first, we got a job to do, and that job is on intrigue. First off, skullduggery for the most intrigue I can get. Although seduction scheme does talk to me, and fertility talks to me. I need every bit of intrigue I can. Let's grab that and try to get truth is relative, because what I really want is a hook on my liege. My liege has pretty good intrigue, but we have a banging good spy master, Anthe. I also need to make more children. Unfortunately, we don't have good traits to pass down. Regardless, I'm still mating for the purpose of titles. Once I'm done with that, I'm purely going for the eugenics program. So, no, don't request divorce. We shall seduce her. Should only take a year, will almost certainly work, and then we should lay with her and make hopefully not such a fat child. Jake, not sure if you know, but genes can be inherited, but not affect the character. Yes, I'm aware of hidden genes. Doesn't tell me much to go by. I don't know if I have hidden, intelligent, or genius, but I have quick. Regardless, I'm going to try to keep the eugenics problem going. I don't mind inbreeding. I mean, sure, there's a slight risk of kids ending up inbred, but I don't really see that as a problem. Just toss them away somewhere. Right, we won that war, but we're in another war. We're actually the defender in this one. We're defending for our fat wife, and it's against you there. a liberty war, so I think they all count. So I think we'll do our part and just crush some armies. Now, I thought my capital was being sieged up, but it's not anymore. Anything else I have to worry about? Well, kind of. My money situation's going down, even though I want it to go up. Now, I looked around for some people whose coffers could do with being lightened, and Patriarch Zenon here popped out with 411, and Mayor Samuel popped out with 722. I'm keeping my eye on them. Sadly, and this is something I did a lot of people say the best way to get money is to get hooks on people and use hooks for money. That is good, and it's really great if you get it on somebody really high up and you just punch them every so often for hundreds. But I prefer to grab people that have thousands stored up on them. I haven't been able to find them very well, and for all I know, they could be, it could be right here, and I just don't know it. But I couldn't find any way to filter characters by money. I'd be tempted to find a mod that does that, just anything that stops me having to click on every single person and see their money. Because getting them and banishing them is just so good. It's so damn good. When I was playing as Little Leon over there, I was banishing people with thousands of ducats. I had over 10,000 ducats very quickly from that. So I like it. Very, very much like it. Currently I'm spending way too much money because I've got my armies raised, but at least I barely pay any taxes to my own liege. Now, what do we do with you? I've actually got my tree buckets, quite a lot of them. But I think there's only one set of 50, right? If I wanted to split you up. Yeah, I'd probably lose a bunch of them, wouldn't I? Cannot reorganize while moving. We'll move to here and let me see what you're made of. Yeah, it's a full lot of 50, so we just gotta move in and clear out. Unfortunately, we're way too many for these small supply limits, and I don't want to lose too much to attrition. So I'm gonna toss away a bunch of levies here, so I have a much more manageably sized army. Have you guys kind of wait there, and you guys deal with the siege. A ledger would be now. Oh man, a ledger would be good. Right, Georgia. They're a thorn in my side, but they have very conveniently been reduced to not that much. Yeah, I know they're over there, but that's ages away. With their capital right here on lands that rightfully belong to me. Now, I really like this province, but I should still probably get this duchy and hand it over to somebody who could be my valued duchy. Ledger tech not yet unlocked. It's old tech, though. Very old. God, my armies are just not very high quality here at all. You'd think they would be, but no. You know what, I don't actually like you being there. You're not actually protecting them. What I do like, though, is the magnificent power of 50 trebuchets. These tree buckets take down the walls like they're not even there. I also really like having a mountainous capital. All these times of having capital on open plains is just grim stuff. Now, when it comes to intrigue and hooks and secrets and that, I just have one on my wife, and I'm not about to make any good use of that. Not that I can think of, at least. Men-at-arms are fine. I like bowmen. I'm not completely sold on cataphracts yet. They cost an arm and a leg for 50 of them, whereas here I am with 500 bowmen. But I still don't have a good grasp on the warring, so I couldn't say. Jake, why are you holding on to so much gold? Full building slots? Well, not full. Oh, Christ, I'm actually at my domain limit. I am not good at noticing anything up here, am I? Don't answer that one. Which means I'm just going to grant some stuff to random low nobles. And I think that's the strategy I'm going to go with. This place is relatively pathetic, so just grant that out. My plan is to move my capital area to here in Thrace, because here I can have 4 castles, and over here I can have another 3, and that's 7 of personal domain. That's going to be plenty for almost anyone, and if I end up with too much, I can just revoke baronies. Doesn't affect control, does not affect tyranny. Baronies, I think I've finally found a use for baronies with that. Okay, so far so not bad. Down this goes, 35 buckets for occupying that. Should we go for Pamphylia as well? Yes, we should, because they're all involved in this Liberty War together. Let's go together. Down we go. I'm doing all this for my incredibly chunky wife. who's actually getting her arse kicked over there. Maybe I should have helped her out with some actual armies. As long as she doesn't get captured, we should be okay. I'd really... Well, no, because I need those titles. Those titles are a big deal for me. She's actually leading that herself, isn't she? Now I'm going to feel bad for abandoning her, but the sooner we get this sieged up, the better. Well, not at all. Okay, I expect Basilius would be keenly interested in the information I have acquired, indicating what? Perhaps he would be interested enough to offer me something substantial in exchange. He pays money for me, and I give him the disputed heritage. Oh ho! Weak hook on Basilius is something that I really want. Hoarding secrets gives me intrigue. And I do like oh, they both give me intrigue. Oh, I don't know what he'd use against. I don't know what he would use that for. He could get a hook and do nasty things to my wife, but then I could expose it to stop it from being something he could use. That would be quite good. I want that hook on the Basilius, so let's see if we can get it. Did we get it? Well, I don't have a hook. Maybe it has a follow-up shortly. But as soon as he has it, I think I will expose her for being an illegitimate child. Exposing my heir as an illegitimate child. Of this mayor. Well, the mayor's dead, and I could always legitimize, but... Oh, he doesn't like that. Whether he believed me or not when I told him I had information is hard to say. Whatever the case, he refused to agree to my terms, sending me away empty-handed. Oh well, good thing for my wife, the secret can stay. She the Queen of Bulgaria, she is, and I want a male heir out of her so that we can have all of this under the Naxosian hood. I just hope my queen doesn't go out there and get herself killed some more. I'm trying to siege down our enemies here. Don't lose every battle now. Once we're done with this, we'll march up and destroy her enemies for her. Factions created against us to install Franconian on the throne. We will not be having that, I'm afraid. It's just got you two in it. Now, Sulzo actually has too much land, so it wouldn't be that bad if you attacked me and I struck you down with the force of 1,000 suns. But first things first, I use my trebuchets to destroy these. Oh man, playing Norse in 9th century, having no siege equipment and not being able to change the fascinations, it is suffering. Oh man, you take 8 to 15 months to siege something down, whilst everyone else sieges you down in about 4 months. Horrible stuff. Okay, more inconsequential matters brought to me here. I could get a weak hook on these guys. An intrigue challenge. Well, I need that intrigue lifestyle, so I'll give it a go. They cower before my wrath. A weak hook on Michael and Theodoros. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't have any connection to you. I could force a marriage, revoke a title. Well, revoking title with this doesn't get rid of the tyranny cost of it, though. Although modifying contracts is possible, it's not really what I'm thinking of doing here. I want to revoke contracts on a barony level, which is likely where it'll be done. You are my vassal. You actually hold Chios here, which again you probably won't have for much longer. I don't know, I think we'll hold on to these obligations for now. Unless you have some terrific genetic offspring that I'd really like. But no, you just have spindly. Ugh. Congenital spindliness is not what we are looking for. Okay, I've got a fat wife to save, so let's head up here, get together, and march up. Hopefully they don't eat too much different supplies on the way there. You take that. Ooh. You take that way so you consume less of it, and then we'll go and save our chunky wife. Our prisoner, dishonorable gambler, eh? What are you worth? You're not worth a lot. to this guy that I don't even know. So we'll keep you around. One thought is, I don't have much dread. Well, I don't have enough dread. So I could always go into the prison and find some heretics to slaughter. Like you, princess. Claims on Nubia and Sai and all these places I don't really care about, but you are quite comely. Well, come with me to death. Burned at the stake. Oh, a Muslim. Oh my. Can you pay your way out? You can't. Oh, however, you are under my fellow vassal. Oh, your fellow vassal is broke. Burn the man. Hostile or evil, allowing me to execute him without being viewed as a tyrant. Excellent. No other heathens of the like, and these other people won't really go out for much money, so we'll just hold on to them for when the time is right. But then I'll enjoy 50 dread and hopefully keep people terrified of me. What intrigue tree are you going for? Right, good question. I want truth is relative, definitely. But then I have a few more years until I can respec again. So my temptation is to go for Kidnapper, because that means find secrets also goes faster. But I'm also really tempted to get lots of prestige by going on a Seduction Spree. I can't remember if Seduction Spree makes you lay with them or not. But it would be really nice to get this for Seduction Scheme Power. Then again, Dark Insights and Divine Retribution will allow me to torture people for extra intrigue. And I have a lot of people to torture. And it'd be nice to just get more of that. Because right now, although I have a bunch of prisoners, if I were to torture them, I don't think I can torture children, can I? What a shame. Torture the older ones then. Currently it would cost me piety, but if it would cost me no piety, suddenly things look a bit better, don't they? So I think I'll go for that. If nothing else, I haven't done it before. If you juggle 100 dread at all times, it can be worth to dip into diplomacy for 100% ticking prestige. Since I'm really good at diplomacy, I'm going to spec back into diplomacy, finish off the family, and then we'll see what else. I don't think there's anything that great about this, right? Diplomacy per level of offered van. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. No, I think I would spec back for family and then maybe go into stewardship for... which one is it? Is it even stewardship that I'm thinking of? No, I'm thinking of learning for sanction, loopholes, buying claims. Oh, it's good. And the thing is, we're relatively okay at everything except learning. So we can spec about it as we see fit, I think. But what I really want to do is be able to fabricate a claim on the Byzantine Emperor. That's what I'm really gunning for. Enemy ally joins war. Wait, what? My own mother joined the war? That's not nice, mother. Why would you do that? Suddenly, this war looks very not good for us. She joined the Liberty War? I suppose she's not fighting me, per se. She's fighting Bulgaria. A keep constructed in Demetrias. Because I know where Demetrias is. Here we go. Level 10 fortification suite. That should hold for some time now. And it's still a siege magnet. Everybody loves to go there. My own mother. Well, the blind bat might be better off dead, because then I actually inherit the whole place. Right, my spy master wishes to teach me things. Lead the way, please. I need that intrigue. I'd like to sway you further, or even become friends with you, but I'm currently busy trying to lay my chubby wife. Meritocracy in the third stewardship lets you claim your liege's title. Yes, but I have no intention of becoming Byzantine Empire, or even an emperor at all. She becomes my lover, and I lay with her. Leave me be. Yes. Become my lover, and then that gives me a freebie on something to do. I'd like to make more friends, so let's actually, as long as they're young, so that so that I don't outlive them. So let us Befriend you. Oh, it should be easy and fast. The thing is, I want to make my friends now, because when I spec back into diplomacy, I'll already have the friends to get an extra 2 skill points per friendly carousal. Right, I gotta save my my enormous wife here. Get together and get kicking some ass over there. Friends with kids is a good strat. Yeah, I'll almost certainly outlive them. But I don't think being friendly with my children would immediately be particularly good for us. Naxos and Larissos. Okay, so I'm making myself very impenetrable right now, which is good because a lot of this campaign has been me calling the game Crusader Boats 3 because I don't like having an island capital. That's not a very advantageous fight for me running into these mountains, but I think I'll scare them off here with my enormity. Great, my chubby wife still has it in her to get pregnant. Let's hope there are no complications arising from her enormity. Chances are even, huh? God, there are quite a few of them. They're going to be out in 9, 18, 5, and 5. I'll be there in 4 days. Can I stop that? And arrive there in a few more days. There we go. Now it's a lot better. I'll be there in 7. And the bulk of the army will be gone. So I should be able to ravage them. And I'm still well supplied. I don't know how supplied they are. They're getting reinforcements in. Hopefully it takes them too long. Our advantage isn't great, and their numbers are, unfortunately, quite great. Just here to win the wars for you, my love. Damn. All these losses make me hurt. Ah, yeah, there we go. My injured knights. But we are slapping the enemies silly here. Glad I bring my men-at-arms here. Cataphracts fighting in bad terrain. But my pikes, they're doing alright. Victory for us. We captured some guy who may or may not matter. Content Atheist. He can ransom his way out. For only 30? Oh, come on, you're worth a lot more than that. It's a shame, though, because he has landed. Pathetically landed, but still. It means I can't just abduct him and take all of his money. He's going to die soon anyway. I might as well ransom him away whilst I've got him. Okay, that's a victory, but this war is far from over. Why is it doing so badly? Prisoners. Oh, the heir has been captured. Wait, whose heir? Not your heir. Not my heir. Count Iosif. Huh. Interesting. Right, well, let's see. You're the main attacker, and I just slaughtered you. I think what we need to do is go and siege... Oh, God. Didn't realize this, but Cyprus is involved as well. Oh, I think this is going to be a costly one. Let's get ourselves over there. My poor subjects are getting slaughtered. Torture, then ransom. I don't have the trait yet that gives me bonuses for torturing. I want both of them, though. You can't befriend children until they're 16 anyway. Would have been too easy. Right, hopefully my wife and her friends unsiege themselves whilst I come in and deal with this. Again, my levies are too big. Last chance, my courtier is not happy. She's just a regular courtier, and I'm not really interested in what kind of claims she has, so I'll just tell her to get out of here. Alright, this'll take no time at all. But my supplies are going down a bit. I'm not too happy with that. The thing is, what's the supply over there? It's only 2,000. It's 4,000 there, actually. So there we go. Get the 2,000 stack over here. Okay. What the hell? I just want to select one of them. Okay, that's how you do it. There. And there. Been spoilt by all my time playing EU4. I'm not the biggest fan of how army management works in CK3, but I could be less of a fan. You coward, you're hiding all the way over there, making it a little harder for me to go and kick your sorry ass. This is down, however. I could just go and mob those guys with levies, whilst you go and siege up that. And you head up here. You are commanded by some useless mayor of mine, which is fine. Don't see any backup of theirs coming in. And hopefully my big old wife can take care of things otherwise. Grab some other guy. Are you worth any money? Not really. Honorable fool. I'll keep you around for future torturing then. Befriended. A gesture of generosity. I should be able to help along my attempt here. I shouldn't need to. Success chance is 100%, so there's no point in adding these powerful things. Don't want to come on too strong. Cheap gift. No need to come on too strong to my own spy master. I'm very friendly. What I like about it is that none of these feel useless. I don't go like, oh, I don't need a marshal. No, marshal's pretty good for having an actual army that can fight. Stewardship helps you manage your realm so well and make a lot more money. They're all useful in their own way. It's amazing that they've actually made all these meaningful, so many meaningful decisions between these. That looks like my wife not doing too well over there. Don't get captured. Yes! A son. Not only that, a quick son. Excellent. That is beyond excellent. Iosif, you're going to great places. So we're going to call you Aki. Aki's really important because he has an implicit claim on everything here. Naxos, Byzantium, and, well, actually, once I inherit this, you should have an a claim on all of this. There we go. Aki gets my stuff. Well, actually, the primary heir is me for all of this, so the sooner you die, the sooner all this is over. But I don't want to murder you. Come on, you're 70. You should be dead already. I took too good care of my own wife here. The dance. Ah. Okay. Oh, they only grew closer to getting a friendship. Ah. Oop. I did not know that it was a 12-step program here. Interesting. So what are the other steps you can do to become closer to somebody? That's what I'd like to know. Right. Probably going to outlive my morbidly obese wife, but she is a herbalist. Probably eaten too many herbs. She's already in love with you, so I can't do that. I could always romance her. I wonder what it would be like trying to romance somebody else that's really high up. Like if I went for you. No chance of seducing. What about befriending you? No chance there. How about you? Yeah, it's not impossible, and he's only 21. You know, I think it's worth giving it a go. Let's try and make all those friends we can. They're not hostile schemes, so I can keep going with them. Befriend can sometimes just not work and give you that, I believe. Well, closer is still good. I could always host a feast, although I don't have any stress. It feels like it'd be a bit of a waste to do it now. And then perhaps I could become friendlier with her. Opportunities to get prestige. I do need opportunities to get prestige. Let's go out and hunt. Feel a bit safer now that I have my heir. Daughter-in-law taken. And that is... This is purely from occupying. We're doing great on the occupation front. Well, let's keep that going then. Loads of supply. Those coastal places are good for that. How about you? You could be tortured, so I'll keep you as torture fodder. Claim on the Kingdom of Galicia. Galicia Volhynia. Big claims, but again, not interested. Not it. Holy... What is this? Oh, it's just irritable and profligate. Not congenital. Not a problem. Shame I can't force you to be my concubine. Well... I could recruit you. Then I could force you to divorce, could I not? Anyway, not interested in those, but I wouldn't mind having some fodder who had those claims. If I forced you to marry anybody in my house, like say my bastard. Does my bastard actually have my house? Worm's the little bastard. No, he's not. I would have to unbastardize him. He's part of whatever the hell that is. Ooh. Time to make orthodoxy with benefits, Jake. It's a thought. Whatever, let's see what I can do with you in my house. Because one thing I've been grasping with is knowing... Oh no. I could die. Dying right now would be bad news. Although we get to play a very long game as Prince Aki of Naxos. It's a prowess chance, 20% chance to die. Hunting trophy. Let's try it. Oh! When you're lucky, it just means the unlikely is more likely to happen. Alright, well, down we go. Well, at least we're primary heir for both of these places. We're the new dynasty head. And all my plans for this came to naught. Wow, I can't believe that went as badly as it did. Right, I need somebody to educate me. But who? Who indeed? Right, oh god, my liege, no thank you. Big Mama's pretty good at learning, so it would be alright if she actually taught me a thing or two. So, geez, we're 0 years old as well. We're in grave danger. Educate child with... Where's Mummykins? Oh, she's in a different court, so she can't. Right, I need somebody who can teach me the ways. Spymaster doesn't like us. At all. Regardless, you're gonna do it. At least she gains a bit better opinion of us. Whew, could be worse, Jake. Could have had your wife die first, then your son pick up all manner of horrible traits thanks to the AI. Oh, there is that. Okay, you don't like me, evidently. You're gonna get a little gift. Oh, your gift doesn't go a long way. But it's important that you don't kill me, so let's have better opinion with you. Damn, I had big plans for Ilko, and Ilko got killed on the hunt. Well, we still have a war to win here. Educates your realm only. You have to offer yourself as a ward. Well, there we go. We got ourselves a guardian who doesn't really like us, but that's okay. Enemy left the war. That's good. Oh, but that was only because then somebody else joined the war. We are not endorsed by our patriarch, which is also not good. Not in the wallet, at least. A little gift would improve things, but only slightly. Integrate title. Target title becomes de jure part of your primary title. What? No, just do some domestic affairs for me, please. Life is bad for this kiddo, and I'm over my limit again. Did I inherit something else? I only got 3 there. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Help me out, outliner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Naxos, of course. I really don't want to give any of these up, but of course I don't have the stewardship to get anything else out of this, do I? Dang, after I built them up so much, it sucks to give them away. But I should really grant this to somebody. Or I could just live with this. Yeah, I think I'll just live with that. 1 over is not the end of the world. Well, we're quick at least. Come on, bring those places down. Just grant 1 to a really old, lowborn dude. There's that. We could go by age. You're really old. I don't like the fact that it clears away what I was trying to do just to see that information. Also, you're a Republic landed leader, so no thanks. Age, Dumph. First person that's not landed. Unmarried, 66 years old. On you go. It should come back to me in no time. There you go. I do not foresee the best of immediate futures for Naxos. Hey, we've had worse. I'd say we've had considerably worse. Alright, get moving. Come on. Ally joins war. My fellow vassal. Faction created against us to install Fox Yusuke on the throne over my very dead body. My military strength doesn't look too good, though. Negotiate alliance. Yep, because I still want to be allied with my own mother. You, though. I can't believe grandmother is fighting me. How could she do that? Oh my god, Duchess. Could you stop fighting his horrible battles, mother? If you get caught, it's game over on this. Oh, she got bloody caught. Oh, okay, well, that's not good. War's over, folks. Go home. After I won those fights for you as well. Can't believe you. Alright, we lost the war. What happened? Crown authority to the despot of Bulgaria is reduced 1 step. That's fine. That's not my crown authority. She'll owe favors. That's actually pretty bad. So be it. Let's just get our people home. This has been a disaster of a war and a disaster of a hunt. I can't even do much more for myself here. What a horror. See, I had all those plans and they got undone in a moment. Okay, well, I'm still next in line. I just need my fat mother to die. Oh, new betrothal? What? She got ourselves this bit of totty. A 12-year-old. I'm a child. I'm a very young child as well. I can't make her die. Okay, on the plus side, by the time you're old enough, you'll be 44 and hopefully too fat and infertile to plop anything out. Didn't she get pregnant? Did she miscarry? Oh god, she's excommunicated. Okay, well, let's I can't focus on anything right now, can I? I would still really like to do some diplomatic, but I'm too young to have an education focus. I kind of got to ride this one out. On the plus side, we should be actually making some money. On the other side, I never got to modify my contract with Basilius. Yeah, age 6 or more we can do that. Can I declare war as a child? I can. Well, that's sweet at least. Okay, grandmother. You won't ally me now, will you? No. You just need to die, though. The sooner you die, the better. And at 71... These furiously hungry Greek ladies. Ransom? A ransom for who? You'll pay me 25 for the 7-year-old? No, these are future torture fodder, so absolutely not. You can't torture a child, but you can torture as a child. Hey, listen, we all grow up with certain desires. Whew, alright. This is pretty bad, obviously. Not to mention, faction to install Franconians gathered a lot of power. They can send an ultimatum soon enough. I should probably look into re-allying. Like you, for example. I had that alliance and now I can't because I don't have that hook anymore, obviously. And I bet all the vassals hate me. Oh, every last one of them. No. Oh, it's even worse. There are more of them and they all hate me. Okay. In that case, I need to get some marriages going to ensure alliances. Not with me, but perhaps with my sister. Oh, they're all at Mummy's court. Oh, wow. This is getting even worse. Whew. But I want to marry for eugenics. Hey, from France, says Petit Fleur Bleu. I found out your YouTube channel is looking for good Frostpunk players to learn from. I really enjoyed your challenges, so keep up the great content. Well, cheers, although I struggle to think what more content could possibly be done for Frostpunk. We've had it all. Right, these guys may rise up. I think I could deal with them with my sizable levies and men-at-arms. Not to mention my alliance with my own mother. My own thirsty mother. She's feeling fine. You, for God's sake, die. Frozen grief and blind. Ah, Ilko showed so much promise. Why did he have to die in the hunt? I do not have a lot of people in my court. I don't have my own family. You inherited, finally, the old bat's dead. Right, that's a good sign for Naxos. Just buffed up my military strength something fierce. However, and there is a big however, that doesn't necessarily make things too good for us because now we just have more enemies. Got myself some more land. Don't really want that land. This duchy could honestly go to a whole person. Somebody that likes me. What I could probably do is get some people out there that really like me and won't join against me. Bulgaria is a really nice duchy and we have almost all of it. Is it a title? It's a title that surely I have, right? No, it's held by Shalui? How the hell did Shalui get that title? At least I hold this. Anyway, I only need 2 duchies. And I probably have too many, right? Too many duchies. And this is the one that I don't want. So, I should grant this to somebody. Somebody nice and loyal with good congenital traits. Are you... And again, I don't like the fact that it clears all of that away. Maybe you could get yourself somebody nice whilst you're in charge there. Whatever. Good, maybe you'll find yourself a nice wife, but I shall. How's your health? Your health is fine. In fact, you're a blade master, which actually helps you a bit. You can have... I don't know what your domain limit is, but with 7 thingamajiggers you should be fine. Just take that and all of that. You'll have a massive amount of favor. 3 vassals will be transferred. Great, they could be your problem. Grant it to someone who's content. They won't join factions. Well, this guy's calm and forgiving and anyway, he'll have good relations with me. Great relations even, so I doubt he'll rise up against me. So there we go. Do you want to get yourself married to pretty much anybody? Ooh, if I marry you with somebody who's intelligent... Oh, right, no, you're a bloke, and that's probably also a bloke. I really do not have a lot of people in my court to do anything with. Took care of the domain limit, at least. I can't believe oh god, Shalui got the whole lot? That's troublesome. Uncle, you are getting way ahead of yourself. Way, way ahead of yourself. But thankfully Bulgaria is still my ally and not at war right now. Now I could actually... I have no tyranny. Nobody likes me anyway. So I could actually revoke your title on the... Duchy of Bulgaria, and I don't get much of that. Why is that? It's not showing much of Bulgaria. Ah, there we go. Duchy of Bulgaria. And he actually will probably accept. That's good. If he rises up. Everybody rises up. He's terrified of me for some reason. That's a long shot though. Look at all these people that would rise up against me. There are, as you say, a lot of them, sire. But it might be the best way to get it off of him. 15% odds, 20 killed your last king, 18 killed my last king. Oh, if he says no, that is so bad for me. Maybe try and get a hook, force partition into his contract. How would I even get a hook? I'm 1 year old. Maybe it's better that he just stays my subject? I mean... He has too much power for that. Just push the button, Jake. He's scared or something? You're right. Why should I be scared? Give me that. Ha! There we go. All mine. And by all mine, I mean something that I really need to grant out to somebody far, far more accepting of my rule. And there we go. We stripped away some of Shalui's power. Well, that made the heart beat quite a bit, didn't it? Duchy of Bulgaria. Big, important duchy. I need to give this to somebody who's going to be incredibly loyal to me. Do we have somebody young and content, I wonder? Hey, my own cousin. Would be good to land a genius. Yeah, I need to breed some more of that geniuses. They become loyal when you give it to them. Yeah, that is true. You get all of that for yourself. Become my vassal. Excellent. There we go. What I want are all these vassals that hold clean duchies under me. Because with absolute crown authority, they can't declare any war unless they have a hook on me. And nobody has a hook on me. In fact, I have hooks in all of the rest of the kindergarten. It's more of a nursery at this point, not a kindergarten. Childhood Jake's memory is so good. I remember my time in nursery. But I can barely remember what I did last week. Childhood Jake. Bet he lived an interesting life. Right, now there's going to be de jure drift on these. I don't know if it only shows after a certain amount of time. For example, shouldn't this be de jure drifting over to me? Well, I only took it recently. But I only just took this and yet it shows. So maybe there's something I'm not quite getting. Who's to say? Right, in any case, that helped a little bit, because now I have two very loyal, well, you could probably be a bit more loyal, but two loyal enough people under me that hopefully they won't join factions. It's hard to say, though. Can I negotiate alliances? No, because we don't really have, we don't have any real marriage relation now, do we? You played Subnautica last week, Jake. Ah, there was a lot of forgetting going on there. You have two alliances. Two alliances that don't really matter, to be honest. I could seize that duchy, and I probably should. It is all mine. My subjects won't like being at war, though. And they can already ultimatum me in 15 months. I need to do more about getting them off my back. In fact, I should be more prepared about them fighting me rather than fighting my own wars right now. But Bulgaria can help me out. Bulgaria is not weak. They got a bit weaker, but they're not weak by any stretch of the imagination. God's sake, mother, you need to die. You've already gobbed out 4 children. Now, every time a woman has a child, she loses fertility, and as she grows older, she loses fertility. I don't know the exact numbers. I might get the mod that actually shows it here, because you can number crunch it. I'm just... I like to have a bit more information in this game, frankly. Monetarily, at least we're doing okay. Oh, that mayor died, but he was the mayor of here. So that means the new guy probably also has lots of money. Wow, he doesn't. Did they build something? Yeah, they upgraded the city. It's good that they actually invest the money, especially when it's in my realm, but I would still rather have the money myself. Xenon, on the other hand, you are still over there. You don't have tons of money. Alright, forget that. I would also love to find a way of filtering people by Dosh. Okay, Aki, the situation does not look good, but trust me, we can ride this one out. Dragonzord got over everything by killing most people that got in his way. Should have modified the contract first, though. You can only modify these contracts once per lifetime, and I really want to do so. I give too many of my levies away, way too many of my levies away, but that's not even a big thing. I want council rights. I might even give more levies just to get those council rights right now. But I can't use council rights until later on. Spymaster, you've absolutely got to disrupt schemes against us. Can't believe I didn't have you on that right now. Taxes, culture. I mean, we do have some Bulgarians around here. But we have good Greek Orthodox over there, so that's okay. you are too strong for your own good. I'd love to fight Georgia now, they're pretty weak. But that faction against me has me on the edge of it. Installed. Okay, it's gained a lot of following now. All these subjects, including you, getting on my case. It'll be a defensive war, so I can bring in Bulgaria, but it would be nice to have somebody else that I could bring in. I might even consider an alliance with you, just to have you on my side here. But I can't think of a good way to get such a thing unless I marry somebody there, and, well, I got nobody to do that with. And yeah, none of this stuff would get an alliance, so it would need to be something involving the dynasty. So basically the best thing that can happen right now is probably Mummy dying. And then I will have a lot of people that's in her court become into my court. Oh. Rough. It is rough being a kid in this game. It's like being a kid in Frostpunk. Like I said, I don't want to marry for... Ooh, I could get an alliance outside of the place, so somewhere like Hungary. I don't suppose you have anybody super suitable. Oh, scaly, spindly 16-year-old. Or an unknown one there. No, no thank you. The Croats don't have a lot to go for. But I'm looking... I mean, I'm really right now looking for good congenital traits to marry to. Because I don't want to marry for the realm anymore. I want to marry for me. Inheritable. Now, I think the best one to get to begin with is either beautiful or Fasund, because that way you can make more babies. And I already took the blood one. Ooh, lover's pox. Amazonian. Still, they have to be young, or else they're not going to make any actual babies. Ah, my own cousin's a genius. Volodya. Yeah, not sure I'm looking for that kind of alliance. Anyway, it doesn't really matter right now. I should see to my own realm's needs for now. What I could certainly do is